So what's up, YouTube? It's T. So I realized I hadn't done an update in a very, very long time. It's been a couple of months. Um, I've been traveling for work, been kind of busy, so I hadn't really got a chance to sit down and do it. But I'm off work today, running some errands. So while I'm in this lovely Atlanta traffic, what better time than the present to do an update? So it's been 4 months that I've been on testosterone. A lot of things have changed. Some have happened gradually, some have happened overnight. So let's start from the top and work our way down. So my face, I always feel like I got enough grease on my face to fry chicken. The acne's now not so bad. My doctor had prescribed some meds for it. I use them for a little bit, but as far as applying the stuff every day, no. Not if I see like I'm having a little bit of a breakout, I'll do it for a couple of days, but not necessarily every day. But the pimples aren't really horrible. I get like maybe one. I have had like maybe one or two very small ones in the past couple of weeks. However, my face is always greasy. Like I can fry chicken on it. Um, my eyebrows have gotten a little fuller than they normally are. I don't. I've never really had to arch my eyebrows or anything like that. I've usually had to pluck like one or two stray hairs, but they're getting a little bushier, so they are getting fuller. Um, Facial hair, my mustache is kind of coming in. You can't see it, but got a little hair there, little hair. I got a couple more chin hairs, but nothing, major in that area. As you can hear, my voice is crazy different. Um, it's a little weird because some days it's deeper than others. But it's kind of like I feel like I mean people, some people who are going through HRT, can kind of understand. I'm having to learn how to talk again. I can't yell because I don't know how to yell. And I know that sounds crazy because I've been talking for 30 years, but it's a different way I have to talk now because um, if not, certain things don't come out. And my friend Charlie, I was out with them at Pride here in Atlanta, and mentioned they've been on T for about a year and a half now, I think, almost 2 years. But they were saying that they were watching a video, and what it is that like when cisgender men their voice starts to change, it happens gradually. So they kind of learn to talk as it goes, like they kind of adapt with it. Whereas taking testosterone, your voice changes quickly, quicker than they would, than a cisgender male. So you're still so used to talking the way you were talking pre-T, and you have to adjust to talking differently. Like I've had to slow down. Those of you who know me or have been watching for a while or watch me and my wife's channel, I talk very fast. And if I talk fast and I don't consciously like slow down, it gets really squeaky and half the words don't come out. But this is me just talking relaxed, like not putting too much into it, not really thinking about it too much, just watching the pace of how I talk. So this is kind of what I sound like. I really haven't been talking today. I've been off today because what I also noticed is if I haven't really been talking, it stays kind of baritone. But the more and more I talk, and I guess my vocal cords warm up, it does get a little higher. So when I wake up in the morning, I sound like very white. As the day goes on, I sound, deeper than I was previously, but not super deep. And then right before when I get tired, it gets a little deeper. I did wake up one day and couldn't talk. Like I got up in the morning and was like, and nothing would come out, but it didn't hurt or anything. Moving down, my shoulders have always been kind of broad, but I have been in the gym a little bit, so I feel like my shoulders are a little broader. My um, body shape is starting to change. Um, I feel like my boobs have dropped. Chest, boobs, or whatever you want to call it. But I feel like they've dropped. Not to say they were like super perky before, but they've gotten flabbier, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it. They're not as firm. And I think that's a combination of the testosterone and binding. Um, my fat distribution, I'm not really seeing it, but my like everybody else is seeing it. But they say everybody else sees body changes and changes within yourself before you do. I'm hairy everywhere. Like I legitimately sprout. Like I don't didn't shave my legs before, but I wasn't super hairy. Um, I'm extremely hairy on my legs now, and then like I swear I went to sleep one day and woke up the next day and went to get in the shower and I had hair all over my thighs. So I have hair on my stomach, I have hair on my legs. Really haven't gotten any chest or anything like that. My arms have gotten very hairy. Um, I do notice my arms, or like when I was at the gym and stuff, like my arms, especially my forearm and everything, the muscles have kind of firmed up a little more. Um, yeah, like I said, my thighs aren't like, they're not squishy, is the way I describe it. I've always had nice thighs. They've always been kind of muscular, but they've gotten extremely muscular to the point to where my pants fit different. Um, like there were pants that fit perfectly, and I went to put them on, and they fit perfectly. They were really tight in the thighs. Bottom growth, I mean, it's grown a little bit, nothing like super super dramatic in the last like 2 months, but it is feeling a little differently. Mental changes. Um, really haven't had any trip outs. Like I really haven't had any quote unquote roid rage or anything like that. I feel like my give a fucks meter has dropped significantly. Like I just don't have time for bullshit. Um, what else? I get irritated really easily though. Like I get really really frustrated, and it wasn't something that happened before. I mean, I would get frustrated, but like I just have a zero tolerance for like certain stuff. Like I don't do people working my nerves. I don't do asking questions, but I kind of catch it before I trip out. Like my mom and them had to evacuate, and they came down. They were in North Carolina, had to evacuate, and my mom was just being my mom. My mom is she likes to know everything that's going on. So we were doing something. She was asking me about questions. I was like, oh my God, like, why are you asking me questions? And I could feel myself getting worked up. So I went upstairs and stepped away for a second and came back down. um, Other than that, mentally, this puberty, testosterone, T changes stuff. I'm still extremely horny. I want it all the time still, and it's like different than before because I wanted it all the time before testosterone, but now it's like you gonna give me some. It's how I feel some days. Not like I could use a little bit. Like nah, like I need some. Um, Other than that, I mean, it's been good changes. I did develop, and I do want to talk about this because it's something that are discussed with a friend of mine who is on testosterone with their own journey. I did certain dysphoria I didn't have, I've gained. Um, like my chest area, I didn't have necessarily. I mean, I wanted them gone, but I didn't have dysphoria like uncomfortable, like self consciousness about them all the time. Which is something that has happened, and I think it's because when I first started T, like the first month, I really wasn't binding. And then I bought my binder and I wore it, but I would like kind of wear it off and on. I didn't wear it. I bought a binder, didn't wear it consistently, and then I started binding on the regular. Well, usually my free day to not bind is Sunday because I'm home. I don't really go anywhere on Sundays, or Saturday if I have something to do. But it's usually Saturday or Sunday or both days, just depending on what I got going on. Well, one day I had went to the gym the night before and I forgot to pack a sports bra for the gym, so I worked out in my binder. So my boobs hurt a little bit, my back was hurt a little bit. It was just, I was like, and then it kind of rubbed me in a few places. So I was like, okay, because I didn't have anything on under it. I was like, I'm just not gonna buy it tomorrow. I went to work, and I had on t-shirt and sweatpants, and one of the people I work with, and she wasn't being mean or anything. She was like, T, and I was like, yeah. She said, do you not have a bra on? And I was like, I have a bra on. And she was like, your boobs are just really pronounced today. And I was like, okay. And one of my other coworkers was like, dude, she didn't wear her, because he corrected himself, he didn't wear his binder today. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry, whatever. I was like, no, that's not okay. But I felt like it instantly clicked in my head. I will never not walk out the house without my binder on again until I have top surgery. And so that's kind of something that's changed. So I've become really, really self-conscious about my top area. And granted, being the size I am, I mean, I can't. I'm realistic in the fact that they won't be completely flat, and I'm going to minimize them as much as possible. Like, I can't wait for this weather to break because I bought so many hoodies and jackets and vests and things to kind of layer on that area. Um, but other than that, it's been really, really good. I've had to get used to smelling like a guy. It's so funny because I have an issue with growing up. I've always had an issue with the way, like, men's pheromones. I've always had an issue with it. I don't like it. So like when my brothers were going through puberty and my son was going through puberty, and I was like, oh my god, like I always felt like they stunk, even if they could be fresh. I just felt that musk smell that just comes off. I didn't like it, and so I always like, oh my god, I don't like the way y'all smell, and now I'm starting to smell like that. So that took some getting used to. But other than that, I mean, everything's been really, really good. Um, my family's been, good, enjoying, it's kind of cool for them. When my mom and them came down, when they had to evacuate for the hurricane, was the first time that everybody had, been around me and seen me since I've been on testosterone and everything like that. And they took it very, very well. It was so cute because my nephew came. And so that was the first time anybody's called me Uncle Ty. So that was kind of cool. Um, and it was my brothers got a kick out of it. They watched me do my testosterone shots. My brother jokes that, well, because we've always joked that we were twins, because I was a twin and my twin passed, before my mom had us. And my little brother always says he was my twin 4 years late. And so he says, oh shit, like we're really gonna, like we look alike anyway. He's like, but dude, like we're really gonna look alike, like you really about to be my twin. So that's pretty cool. Um, my name change, the process has started for my name change. So um, I did, filed all the paper. I got a lawyer, filed all the paperwork. Um, actually didn't have to pay for anything. They're doing it pro bono, so if you're looking to get your name changed, and you're transitioning, there's something called the Name Change Project, and you can look it up through Lambda Legal or TLDEF, I think. But if you just look up the Name Change Project in Google, it'll pull up for you, and you can apply and then see if they'll do it pro bono. So I ended up with like a really, really good lawyer from a really, really good firm, and they covered all my filing fees, my publishing of the paper fees, all the fees, included with changing my name, they're covering except for um, like getting the certified copies of my name change once it's final. So it hit the newspaper a week ago. Today actually makes the second time it'll run. It has to run two more times, so 2 more weeks. So next week and the following week. And then once that and we get the affidavit of publication, they'll submit it, and my name will be changed within the next like 4 to 6 weeks. So that's pretty cool. Came out at my job, so everybody at my job knows. Well, 90% of the people at my job know. They've been really supportive of that. So yeah, I mean it's been going really, really good. Kids are still taking it well. My son and my daughter are taking it very, very well. So those of you who have watched my previous video, the Q&A with my daughter. If you didn't, please go ahead and watch that. She was stating in there that she was like, oh, I still want to call you mom. And I was okay with that. And, but as she's done her own little research and she's actually got to meet a couple of people that are trans and people that she's been around that didn't know that she didn't know were trans. She was like, "Oh, like you're really starting to sound like a dude." Like everybody, now that she knows the people in her life that are trans and the people that she interacts with, like at our doctor's office, stuff like that are trans, it kind of hit her that it's more than what she's been used to dealing with. Like for her, it was like, oh, dude, like you already dress like a dude, you already act like a dude, like you're just gonna get a beard and a deep voice. When she really sees that, like you're really going to walking down the street, people are never going to know you were a woman. She's actually started calling me dad on her own, which I started to kind of get used to. But it's up to her. Like I told both of my children, whatever makes them comfortable. So just wanted to give y'all that update. Sorry it went a little long. If there's any questions you guys have or things that I may not have touched on, definitely feel free to be like, T, like, what about this? I'm going to do the GC2B binder review. The one I have on, I've actually had um, a couple of months, and it's the only one I've been using. I purchased another one, but I have a wedding to be in, so I'm saving that one in particular for the wedding because I want it to be fresh, like, and tight. But this one, as you can see, it does. Sorry, I was in the car and it kind of wrote up, but it does a pretty decent job. Like I said, you can still see that I have, breasts, but they're not anywhere near what they are uh, without the binder on. So yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. And as you can see, now that I've been talking to you guys, my voice has come up an octave or so. So yeah, definitely thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Um, if you have any good YouTubers that you want, think people should take a look at, definitely let me know. I'm actually going to link a few um, different YouTubers that I follow. Even my boy Charlie. Charlie identifies as non-binary. So they like their pronouns. But they have a really really cool channel. Just because there's some people out there that may not identify how I identify, and I definitely want to recommend as many YouTubers as I can, regardless of what your transition is or what how you identify as your gender. I'm gonna put some links of people that I've run across that I recommend that I think give good information, not only for everybody but for people who are kind of in the same category as them. Even though I hate categorizing and I hate feeling like you got to put people in a box. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I got a few more videos coming out for you. And again, thank you guys for supporting. Feel free to comment. I'll definitely reach back out, subscribe, like, tell somebody to watch. And that's it for today, you guys.